Hi, everyone. We hope you had a phenomenal holiday. I really missed you. I really miss doing this. And Ashley, I missed you too.
Me too, buddy. Thank
Of
you.
course. Yeah, no. Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's fall here, just so y'all know. The leaves are falling in Las Vegas. We have different color leaves. It might be Christmas to many, but we're officially in fall. Therefore, I'm like, oh my God, it's so cold in Vegas. I need my shawl. But
Oh my,
obsessed,
obsessed. It's
obsessed. We love
customized.
our friends at Threads for or Clorox for
Clorox. Yeah,
Threads.
yeah, yeah.
Clorox, sorry.
No, it's all
You
good.
know, when
We
you have
love
so many
threads
PR
too.
packages.
Oh my gosh. So many. We do love threads too. We always shout
I
it
was
out.
just thinking of them.
Yeah, no, seriously, threads has honestly, that's been a taste of 2025 is threads. It's
I
pretty,
am obsessed with
we
Threads.
love
I
it.
love being on there.
Me too, you guys. It is pretty much what you would want social media to be. Like right now, it's not a cesspool. I would say.
People are really nice to each other,
Yeah,
and when people don't have anything nice to say, generally they just scroll.
they just a concept
They
novel.
just scroll because you don't have to feed into the negativity.
100%. So if you're not on Threads, I know, it's like another app to download, but it's connected to your Instagram. A lot of celebrities are on there too, and it's cool. And then we'll move on because we're not being paid by Threads, by the
It's
way.
not an ad.
It's
It
a
just came
hundred.
out.
It's 100% not an ad. But the really cool thing about it being relatively new, if you're somebody who does like to talk to reality stars or celebrities, they do engage with you on there because it is such a small sector of people. And again, it's not the worst of the worst of the worst quite yet.
Right.
So if you want to like a more intimate vibe with some of your favorite reality stars or celebrities, head over there. We're also there. We'd love to talk with you. But yeah, I had a good holiday too. As you can see my suitcase over there. My family and I went to Orlando for Christmas and it was really nice, but it's always nice to be back home.
Of course, being in your own bed with your
Yeah.
own things, but it's so good that you got to spend time with your family. Love that for you.
Yes, it is. And they came back to where we live in Florida too. And also it's hot. I was running before we went live. I left my mom's house and then I went to a couple stores because I'm going to be making a vision board. And I bring that up because I'm sweating. It's hot. It's, I think, 75 here, which isn't unbearable. And there's not
No, but
really,
it's almost January.
it's almost January, but we are getting a cold front this upcoming week where the low is like 30 and then the high is like 50, which is really comfortable for us. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm also excited to jump into some of the things that happened. It's kind of slow, historically speaking, at the end of the year because people are with their families and people aren't, breaking news, sorry, right now. But there are some things for us to talk about.
Absolutely. And while we're just on the subject of family, before we get into it, but it's not on our list, which is shocking, but we didn't put Melissa and Teresa.
Oh,
The
yes. Oh, my
Gorga
gosh.
Giudice reunion, seeing the daughters
The
together was
daughters.
beautiful.
I'm so happy. And look, I know there's been conversation online like it's just for money, it's for the paycheck. Be that as it
Okay.
may, okay. But also, I love that their families are together. Teresa and Joe only have each other. Nona is no more. No is no more. They only have each other. They were each other's
And
sibling.
pajamas. No pajamas live on.
Live on.
Sorry, 2025's been rough.
It's been really rough, and we're gonna get into a couple of things that have been rough this year. But I love it. I champion them getting together, and we've said this before in the past when it came out at BravoCon that they're cool again. Even if it starts out just being for the sake of filming the show, I feel like there's no way they don't get closer. Like there's just
Right.
no possible way.
They even sat over cookies, sprinkle cookies nonetheless, on
That was
Christmas Eve.
iconic.
I mean, shout out to Melissa Gorga, our
We love Melissa
parasocial
Gorga.
to real life friend in my brain. She's amazing. And the fact that she went with the sprinkle cookies, like, I'm going in. I'm going in on the
Lean
bit.
in. Yeah.
I love a bit. We love a
We
bit.
love a
You
bit.
know what? We
Should
had
we
some really good bits this
You
year.
guys, because this is like not, we've
This
gotten
is the sidecar.
correct. So, really quick, we've gotten feedback on our specific recaps, like Beverly Hills specific. Actually, I didn't tell you this. I don't know if you saw. And it's good feedback. If you guys ever have feedback, please let us know because we're not just doing this to talk to ourselves. Like, we want you guys to enjoy. But we've gotten feedback that we insert ourselves a little too much into our like show specific recaps, which is fair. So we will do better to like stick to the
Point taken.
point taken. So the weekly recaps we do are going to be kind of our more personality filled episodes. So we will be more mindful for that. Just that's a great editing note.
So if
But
this isn't for you, we're going to do our best to make that more palatable for you
and
because
that's
I think it's good
valid. No,
feedback.
it is
But
because
this
sometimes
is for like, not everything is for everybody.
okay, so the weekly wrap ups are for the taste buds, and then the like specific like Beverly Hills recaps, Salt Lake City recaps, those are like one offs, and people might just find those and they might not know who we are. So that's a really amazing point. Thank you for that. Less of you guys. Got it.
Yeah,
And
no.
with that, I don't know where I was going. That's going to hopefully in 2026,
Hmm.
my ADHD calms down.
Yeah. I'm manifesting medication for myself. I haven't had my MS medication for six
Oh
months
no.
now.
Yeah.
And
Ashley's
this is the
been
long,
it's been rough for her.
I've been going through it. It's been the longest in the 15 years that I've had MS that I've gone without medication. And, I'm just kind of seeing some things. So
What were
manifesting,
you saying? You were saying something about what was your point
LOL. We were talking
before?
about just,
You were like, before, let's talk about something happy or something like that.
did I say that? Teresa and Melissa,
Yeah, Teresa and Melissa. Oh,
the
Teresa.
cookies.
Okay, I don't remember what I was gonna say, and when I edit this,
Okay, this is our
yeah,
life.
I'm gonna be so annoyed. But I will say, Melissa is a genuinely nice person. Like, I have nothing bad to say about Melissa Gorga, and that's all I have to say. Like, she's just extremely kind. We've had nothing but good interactions with her. I know, if you watch the show, some people are diehard tree stumps. That might actually be the derogatory term.
I think that's
Oh, okay.
derogatory.
Tree, whatever.
Tree huggers.
Tree huggers, thank you.
You're
LOL, tree
welcome.
stumps. Oh my gosh, I meant tree huggers. There are people
It
who
was a
are,
slip of the tongue.
yeah, there are people who are like staunchly team Teresa, and there are people who are staunchly team Melissa. And as like someone who does enjoy the Jersey franchise, I do still feel that people weaponize Teresa's incompetence against her. And I think sometimes they antagonize her because they know she will go from 0 to 100. Just like Candace Dillard. They poked that bear so hard because they knew that Candace would always give them the reaction. So that's what I feel like they did with Teresa. Is I feel like they intentionally were trying to take her to a place for her to freak out just so they could say, see, told you she's the worst. I still stand by that.
No, and
But
that's fair. That's fair commentary.
yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I guess I can peep when someone's being petty. Like I get it. Like, and also they're filming
Right.
a show. So all of that to stay, I still stand beside that when I watch the show, but nothing but good things to say about the Gorgas. Nothing but good
Yeah.
things to
I
say.
love Joe. Like Melissa was amazing. Her sisters were amazing. Like
Yeah.
we had some time with Joe. Like
Her
Joe is
sisters
a
are really
genuine,
nice.
so sweet. Joe like really charmed me. Like really good
Yeah,
guy.
Ashley particularly really love Joe, and I did too. But sometimes people just have connections with different people. So okay, something kind of sad that happened, and then we'll also do like a little in memoriam after. News that came out, if you are in the Big Brother community, unfortunately, Mickey Lee, who starred, I think, on the most recent season 27, I think, if my memory serves, she passed away. She was born with a hole in her heart, which I think exasperated whatever it was that happened, but she received, she suffered multiple cardiac arrests as a symptom of the flu, and she passed away on Christmas Day in the evening, and that is just so heartbreaking. 35 years old.
35. It's yeah, just terrible. There are a lot of Big Brother fans that really
Yeah.
connected with her. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not a Big Brother girly,
I'm not
but
either.
just seeing all the stuff, like she was very well loved by fans. And of course, it's so sad to lose anybody. So
Yeah.
RIP, Mickey Lee.
I love that that rhymed. On paper, Big Brother is something that I would really enjoy. I think my issue is I just don't have cable, A, and two, I don't have the streamer of CBS. It's absolute.
Mhm.
That's something I don't like about 2025. And I'm like, we need a bundle of all the streamers, but then
Preach.
that's cable. Like
Right.
that's cable.
Like where we literally ended up
Right where
where
we
we
started. No,
started.
but I'm like, okay, so we have to pay for Peacock, we have to pay for Paramount, we have to pay for HBO Max, we have to pay for Netflix, Hulu. I know Hulu and Disney Plus are bundled now, but like you have to buy everything at this point, and it's so expensive.
Right. I don't have Apple Plus or Apple TV. That's like
We
the one
probably
thing
should
I
get
don't
it,
have.
Ashley.
Do you know how hard it's been for me not to have access to Palm Royale? Do you know how much
Mm.
that show is in everything, like in my wheelhouse? That's been a really hard one for me not to
I can
watch.
go ahead and get it and just like put it in our notes
We'll
later.
do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll do
we'll
it.
do it. But
Life is
I'm
short.
gonna complain about it because it's just so expensive, and they're always upping their prices. And then they're saying you can't share your passwords. Well, it's like go to hell. Like
Right.
actually, go to hell.
People live apart. People have roommates. People
Exactly.
travel. We are two people who work from anywhere. So we need access everywhere.
Exactly. So I'm just like, okay, so like if you and your partner or roommate have one Netflix account, so to say, and like what if you're traveling, you can't watch it because it's not your home device? That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
Less of
Yeah.
that. But
Less of that.
less
That's
of
a
that.
waste.
It's a waste. That's a waste of 2025. All the streamers upping their pricing and just so annoying. But yeah, with Big Brother, I never got the CBS thing. But on paper, that's something I would really like because I do love
Yeah.
traders. When I watch Survivor, I'm like into it. It's just not something I lean into.
Right.
But
I do watch Celebrity Big Brother. They don't
oh
do them very often, but I
yeah,
will watch a I'll watch a, I love celebrity. That's
me
like my
too.
genre.
I
So,
that's the distinction. I usually tune in when it's Celebrity Big Brother and when it's just like normies, I don't necessarily.
right.
But whatever. But speaking of in memoriam, we lost a lot of greats this year.
Oh my. Well, we obviously talked about Rob Reiner last
Yeah.
episode. So RIP. Diane Keaton was a really big one,
Yeah.
especially as women and
Yeah.
specifically as an aging woman. I mean, we're all aging women, but
But yeah.
I went from being young to middle-aged. And I mean, you just hit a pivotal age. You just
Yeah.
turned 30 this year. I know that's not a secret, but like
No, not
it's
at
big
all.
to go from your 20s to your 30s, like, and then to see her, we've like literally like watched her from the
Yeah.
70s.
Yeah.
She's been on TV and movies since before both of us were born.
Oh,
That's
100%.
insane. Feminist icon.
She was a great, and we lost a good one there. One
Yeah.
that particularly really just punched me in my gut. And I didn't mourn her when it happened because I think I like landed where I don't know where I was, but I remember landing, turning on my phone, and just saw all the news, and then I just like immediately went to do what I was doing, so I didn't process it until I got home. Sorry, I'm dramatic.
Right.
Hi, I have parasocial relationships with a lot of people. Shocker.
Me too.
Michelle
Here's the
Trachtenberg.
scroll.
Yeah, here's my scroll of everybody who I think we're friends.
Right.
Michelle Trachtenberg. Oh my gosh.
Terrible.
Oh my
Terrible.
gosh.
I mean,
Terrible.
Georgina Sparks forever.
Forever. And one of my favorite movies growing up was Ice Princess. I can literally quote, like, I could do bar for bar if we did a watch party. I know every single line, work the hair. Like, I love that. You guys also know I love Hayden Panettiere, and she's in that as well.
Right.
But,
I thought you were going to say her hairography, and I was going to co-sign, but I co-sign on both of those.
yeah, no. Michelle Trachtenberg had really great hair in that movie, and Hayden Panettiere, everything she does, I'm like, slay.
Right.
So Michelle was a tough one. I don't really go for the next one.
Okay, I'm gonna do the two older people. The next three kind of older people in a row. Shout out to Ozzy. We all know Ozzy. We love his work. Did you watch the reality show?
I did.
It was honestly, and after he passed, I watched it.
Aw,
I
yeah.
think I don't just kind of background while it's just so good, held up, really influential. R.I.P. Ozzy. Gene Hackman is an older actor who I love. He's in one of my favorite movies called The Birdcage, which is actually
Okay.
quite timely now for like the differences in, especially like a political divide that we're in, but it's very fun and playful and light, but it's around like a gay club
Ooh,
and
okay.
the time period, it's just amazing. David Lynch, you guys, is so important to me.
I don't
I'm
think
actually
I-
okay, David Lynch is a director.
Okay.
I'm okay. So we just got Paramount Plus. We
Yeah.
have RuPaul's Drag Race coming up soon.
I
We are
need to get into that for
Oh my God.
2026. That's on my
yeah.
list.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if
Yeah,
you have
for
the
sure.
capacity for it, it's just so fun.
I will.
So Drag Race coming up. I wanted Paramount Plus. First thing, the algorithm won.
Yeah.
It shows me Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks.
My mom does love Twin Peaks.
Oh my God. So, as a young person, and I love that even Gen Z, the youngers than Imani, even love Kyle McClanahan.
Oh, yeah.
He's really popular on TikTok.
So
and
I know
he's
him from Desperate Housewives.
of iconic slay.
Yeah.
So Twin Peaks was his first big role,
Okay.
directed by David Lynch, who was
Okay.
just a mastermind, so freaking weird. Twin Peaks is a whodunit, essentially. Who killed Laura Palmer? It's the point of the whole show is finding out who killed Laura
Oh, it's a
Palmer.
show. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 3 season show. So weird, groundbreaking. Love it. But it has Orson Hodge from Desperate Housewives, How We Know,
Yeah.
Kyle McClanahan, who was also on Sex in the City.
Right.
Iconic. And
Iconic.
in one of my favorite movies, Showgirls. But that's a
Such a good
story
movie.
for a different day. Misunderstood movie. So David Lynch,
Good word
literally
for
watched.
that.
Oh, and I saw, if anybody knows Fire Walk with Me, it's the most disturbing thing ever. And watching Twin Peaks in the days of the Epstein files really hits different. It hits different.
Oh, that's of note.
Yeah, Twin Peaks is like a really nice town on the outside and weird, but it's got a gross underbelly.
Right.
I feel it's very like,
Timely?
yeah, well, timely, and then like you'll see like Stranger Things is very heavily influenced by it, like the
Oh,
Upside Down,
wow.
like
Okay.
it's influenced a lot of shows.
Are you a Stranger Things girl, by the way?
I thought it was really cute. I liked the first season, but it's just not for me. It's a little young for me, but I love that like if I had kids maybe or if like my nephews like were
Yeah.
closer in proximity to me, I'd watch it with them. But me just sitting around my house watching that, but like I'll watch The Goonies. But I was a
Oh,
kid
good one.
watching The
Yeah.
Goonies.
That's,
But
yeah.
like I won't watch something that's I think we've had this conversation
Yeah.
before in some realms where it's like the age is just a little too far off now. Like
Yeah.
Euphoria, I enjoy it, but I have a really hard time with it. Like
I've never watched Euphoria because I hadn't had HBO for the longest, but I don't know if I'll like it.
it's it's hard.
I don't know that I love drama. Don't get me wrong. Like some of my favorite shows are like early 2000s, melodrama, like like don't get me wrong. I do. I love Desperate Housewives. Like I love a drama, Grey's Anatomy, whatever. But the HBO riddled shows, like they're a little intense for me, which brings me to a point I wanted to mention when you brought up Gay Club, Heated Rivalry. Have you
Ooh.
I think you should watch it. It is they're about 20, I think they're in their 20s. I think it's on HBO Max, but it's a Canadian produced show, and maybe Canada has like lesser strict laws maybe about what they show because it's on Crave. I don't know if that's a channel in Canada or a streamer in Canada, but they play on HBO Max here. It's about two hockey players who end up falling in love. That's not a spoiler. It's literally the premise. It's based off a book series. So good. Like I'm in love with those two men together. Like obsessed. Actually, I think you might like it. I really do.
I'm sure I will.
But it's very, 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 very. I don't know if I could say this word like sex forward, extremely so. And it took me like I enjoy it, but I would have enjoyed it faster, I think, if it wasn't so intense, like straight from the get. And that's why
Wow.
so I like reading smut, but I don't know that I love watching it as much. I think I like more of the love story versus the love making when it comes to shows.
Right.
When I read it, obsessed. Like it could be every single chapter. But I don't know. I'm really weird about that when it comes to TV shows. Like I couldn't finish Orange is the New Black. Like it was just so intense, I feel. But I also watched it when I was a lot younger. I don't know. I'm not a prude by any means. I'm just really weird about like intense graphic scenes in that way.
Right.
But that's just my opinion. It's still a great show. So if you guys need something to watch, do not watch it with your children. Let me rephrase. I would not watch with mine. But I'm not judging anybody how they want to move in their own
Good
homes.
point. You know what? Good point. And I might read the books too. I
Yeah,
was thinking since I'm so late on the show, like maybe I should just jump into the book.
Yeah, I do want to read the books, but I'm going to watch the final episode tonight. And then I think we're not getting any more until 2027. So anyways, plug for Heated Rivalry. It's on HBO Max. But another loss for us was Malcolm Jamal Warner. That was sad. And it doesn't make sense to me, his death.
Theo
Huxtable. And he was also on The Resident. I don't know if anybody has watched that, but I did because Matt Zuckery, who was in Gilmore Girls, was the lead doctor on that show.
Oh, cool.
Also, Emily Van Camp, love her from Revenge.
Oh, wow.
She was also one of the main characters, and Theo Huxtable was on too. And so naturally, I just, started liking him again in his adulthood.
Right. Well, he was so handsome.
Very handsome.
Like he just grew up so like just like himself. Like he aged so cute.
I know it's so weird to look at child stars as adults, and it's like they're the exact same person. Another example of that is Candace Cameron Bure. That is DJ Tanner. It's crazy.
I mean, Same child. Yeah, no, literally just going through
Isn't
years.
it wild? And like Jodie Sweetin too. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Stephanie Tanner. Like it's so weird because they have the same. Those three particularly have the same face, same voice. Like it's crazy. They're
It's
just
wild.
older. It's such a mind trip. Malcolm Jamal. Go on for the next one.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Yeah,
R.I.P.
Val Kilmer, another actor. He was in the Doors movie. That was like a really big, I think he might have even gotten an Academy Award for that. So
Hmm.
just like a really respected actor. And then Brigitte Bardot, literally today, I saw that she had
Yeah.
passed.
Yeah.
A gorgeous French actress. I mean, she's that girl.
Yeah. So
Literally just
yeah.
yeah, that
Yeah.
girl.
100%. So again, that was our in memoriam. We probably missed some. There was a lot that happened this year, but wishing those families and fans and loved
Of
ones all the
course.
best, love. But let's move on to something happy. And I am
Yay.
so happy for Jordan Woods and Carl Anthony Towns. They got engaged. I don't know if they got engaged on Christmas, but they shared it on Christmas Day. And that brings so much joy to my heart.
Jordan, yes, she deserves that. I, yeah, justice for Jordan.
If you guys don't know the lore that here, Jordan Woods and Kylie Jenner were BFF. If you saw Kylie, you saw Jordan, you saw Jordan, you saw Kylie. Jordan was even a part, if you guys will remember, when Kylie was pregnant with Stormi, her oldest daughter, it was pretty much like an open secret. Like everybody knew she was pregnant, but like it wasn't confirmed until Kylie posted that video. Do you remember the video, Ashley?
No, I don't.
Okay, so I remember I was in Walmart in college and I opened up my phone on Instagram and Kylie posted like welcome to the world Stormy or something. It broke the internet and in the video was Jenner's best friend Jordan. She was like, whatever she said. I can't think of the words, but it was like a camcorder kind of thing like welcome Stormy, like I'm your mommy's best friend, da da da. It was so cute. And then cut to a party that happened. Jordan was 21. I just wrote the story on it. That's why I remember. Jordan was 21 and she kissed Tristan Thompson, who was dating Khloe Kardashian at that time. And they just flamed the crap out of her on social media. And I'm not advocating for cheating at all, but Jordan wasn't dating Khloe. Tristan was. And Tristan,
Right,
historically speaking, is for the streets.
right.
So in the Kardashians also historically never get mad at the men. They're like baby daddies, so to say. Like they're still very much a part of it. There's so many think pieces about how the Kardashians regard the men in their lives and like their little boys. If you look, their little girls, they market the heck out of, but the little boys, like all the like grandchildren of Chris, the boys, they're never really on. They don't post them.
Interesting observation.
That wasn't
I
my
never
own.
clocked that.
That wasn't my own thought. I saw there's a lot of like Kardashian like theorizers out there. It's really interesting the machine that is the Kardashian Jenner and how Chris moves. It's very interesting. And there's so many people who are like into psychology and things like that. They just have like really great think pieces. But yeah, if look at how the Kardashian Jenners regard their sons versus their daughters, because True Thompson is all over social media. Kylie's daughter, not as much, but whatever. Kim's daughters are all over social media. How often do we see Air? How
Right.
often do we see Tatum?
I forgot Tatum existed.
Exactly. So it's just really interesting. And I feel like the Kardashian women also have a really soft spot for their baby daddies, you know? So that's something of note. But they were just hellacious to Jordan. And it was intentional in my opinion, because it's like you guys
Uh-huh.
know the impact that you have by just saying something on social media. You know everyone's going to attack this girl. You
Right.
know that.
And her age specifically at the time, like
21.
she was so young to be going through that. And the girls were awful to her. Like the
Awful.
Kardashian, she made a mistake. She effed up. She's a 21-year-old. I
They had
mean,
more smoke for Jordan on social media than they had for Tristan
and
on
well, and
social media.
that's where I was just like, yeah, no, this girl needs to run free and live her life. And thankfully she's engaged. And has she like disconnected from the family for the most part, or
So I think it came out years and years later. I don't remember the year it happened, but I'm pretty sure Jordan was 20. Jordan was 21, or it happened in 2021. One of those two, but I think Jordan was 2021 or 21. It came out years later. Kylie said that she and Jordan never like completely cut each other off, but optically, Kylie cut her off because she had to pick her sister's side.
of course.
But then I think like last year there were paparazzi photos of Kylie and Jordan, and it broke the internet because like they were finally seen together for the first time since
Right.
it happened. But I'm pretty sure Kylie was like, we never like stopped being friends permanently. We just couldn't engage, online.
And
So, and that was
right.
fair. But Kylie did comment on Jordan's post and was like, Jordy, with like a whole bunch of emojis.
Oh,
So that was
good.
really sweet to see. But Kylie was in an impossible situation. Like your best
Right.
friend forever, like kissed your
No,
sister's baby.
no,
Like that was impossible for her.
no, she did the right thing. I mean, and especially if they were able to maintain a friendship
Yeah.
on
And
the down low,
I'll
that's,
never
I'm glad.
forget Kylie called Kim and was like, you guys have to stop being so mean to her online. Like, you guys are bullying her. You have to stop. And so Kim was like, you're right. I took it down, whatever. So, again, so happy for Jordan. We are not defined
Yes.
by our small mistakes. There are some big mistakes people should be defined for. But
Right.
in a
Well, and it was a big
situation-
mistake for Tristan.
Correct. And Tristan, very much still in that orbit. So, why can't
Yep.
Kylie be friends with Jordan?
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Moving on to
Mom talk. Another favorite topic.
That was a taste for me of 2025 was mom talk.
It was just, this is a show that is, because I think it was grounded and based in social media. The back and forth about social media, I think, is the most fun in the
Agreed.
context of Secret Lives,
Yeah.
as opposed to like the Housewives, because the Housewives isn't rooted in social media, whereas Mom Talk
It
is
is
TikTok.
social media.
It is social media. So even
It's the 13th man.
Exactly. No, it's like Sex in the City, how New York was a character.
Exactly.
Social media is a character. Like legitimately, it
It
doesn't
moves
feel
the story.
it is the story. It's the
Correct.
premise.
And so
It's
for
the setting of the
Housewives,
story.
it's
So
absolutely not. Less of that in 2025. That was an ick.
right.
That
Oh my
was
God.
an ick. The
Yes.
blogger, social media. If for shows like Real Housewives, the drama needs to be on screen. Otherwise, it
Right.
is so hard as a viewer to follow. But for Mom Talk, it happens online, and then we get context of what's online on the show. And so that's the difference. And it's the most beautiful secret sauce.
Right.
I
I can't
love
wait
it.
to see because we're Dancing with the Stars girlies,
Yeah.
obviously. The fact that the next season of Secret Lives is going to be like behind the scenes of Whitney and Jen and just
Yes.
all of them, and then Taylor getting the Bachelorette.
Yeah.
We're going to see all that play out next season.
I
and
just
we've
got chills.
already this is amazing. This is what dreams are made of.
Hey,
Literally
hey.
though.
No, literally what dreams are made of. Don't get me started, Hillary Duff, because 2026 would have included us seeing you at the freaking small venue. We could have like seen your pores on your face.
You know what? We are delusional, maybe.
Ashley,
But
we're going.
It doesn't mean we're not going.
You know what? You're right. We're going.
It doesn't
Hillary,
mean we're not
see you
going.
soon.
See you soon, Hill.
See you soon, Hill. Can't wait. But yeah, Mom
I love
Talk-
that we're gonna dress as Hillary Duff and the Italian version, and
Oh
so
my
is
God.
everyone else.
Isabella.
Love
Love it.
Sing for me. It's like
Sing for me, Paolo.
it's like why is that like Phantom of the Opera? Like sing for
Oh,
me.
sing! Oh, such a good callback. So speaking of Bachelorette, we don't know. Taylor teased quite a bit of her time on The Bachelorette, which was unprecedented because historically speaking, with shows like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, like no teasers are welcomed because we want to wait and see what happens. So Taylor leaned on her social media, and I think that was intentional from the network because like you have her because she's so viral on social media, you might as well use it.
Right. And they don't typically let people on with their phone. She's the first
Exactly.
Bachelorette in history to have her phone while filming.
Well, I wonder, Taylor made some comments. I forget what interview I was watching, but she only agreed, like she set a lot of boundaries for this because, she has 3 young kids. And she made some comment, and I'm sorry if I'm if I'm butchering it, I am paraphrasing. She was like, I was promised a lot of things and I didn't get it, which is why she signed on. So I think she was like, I'm absolutely having my phone. Like, I'm having my phone. So I don't know if that was like one of her like compromises after signing. Again, I jumped to that conclusion. So that could not be true. But Taylor did make a comment like, yeah, I signed on thinking I was going to get ABC and I didn't. So
Right.
I don't know if that was something. But anyways, she commented on Layla's TikTok and was like, I love you and her boyfriend. And then Layla responded, can't wait to double date soon. So that was kind of a little Easter egg that Taylor might have found love on The Bachelorette. So I'm excited for that. The
Love
most
that for her.
dramatic season yet.
You know what?
Um,
And I really hope it is because
it will
Bachelor,
be.
because
If
yes, it will
Taylor's
be.
involved, it will be.
Exactly. Because I was a Bachelorette girly for a while and then I wasn't, but then I love Paradise. But
Mm,
this season of Paradise, I don't think I got more than 3 episodes in. Like
wow.
they wove the Goldens into it. It was just so weird. It's a mess. It's
They
a
definitely
mess. The
they
franchise is a mess.
they definitely needed to kind of give it a facelift. And they also redid the Bachelor Mansion, which I don't know why they didn't do that a long time ago.
Right.
There was a show with Tasia and one other person when the show was the premise of like upgrading the mansion. I hadn't watched it. I don't even know if it's out, but that needed to happen. It needed a facelift. And I think Taylor's going to breathe new life into the franchise, which it needed.
It
So
absolutely did.
I'm
Yeah,
really
that's another
excited.
taste of 2025 is like mixing, like we're just seeing more
Yes.
deliberate mixing between shows and networks. I wouldn't mind, and I know it's probably never going to happen, but since Robert Irwin was on Dancing with the Stars, I want him to be the Bachelor. I'm sorry. I know he probably doesn't
That's
want it, but I
fun.
want him on The Bachelor. If they're putting Taylor Frankie Paul from Hulu
Right.
as the Bachelorette, why wouldn't we put him from another ABC show?
The only reason why I don't think that would work is I don't think Robert has any desire to move to the United States because him and his family are so they like I think they own or run the Australia Zoo.
Yeah.
So like the girl would literally have to be comfortable with like picking up, moving to Australia, working in wildlife conservation. I'm not me. Not me at all. I will run the social media for the Australia Zoo, and that's as much as you're going to get out of me. I'm so sorry. But I love the work they're doing. They're doing excellent
Yes.
work.
No,
And
and keeping the legacy alive. Like I
exactly.
love that we got the Irwin family back in
Taste of
2025.
2025.
Another major taste.
Yeah. And
Um,
yeah, totally.
should we talk about Jesse before we move on from Mom
Yes.
Talk?
Real quick.
So yeah, go for it.
No, so yeah, Jessi, she's one that likes to do little nip and tucks, and she's gotten a lot of pushback on social media because of her appearance. And so she's been fighting a lot of trolls online right now who are calling her ugly. They've called her masculine, which is crazy. She looks beautiful. She does like, a procedure, but I'm not on reality TV. I'm not on TV. I can't imagine being compared to so many people. And I don't know. I feel like we can't judge unless we're in that position.
Well, and it's really none of our business, honestly. Like, if she wants to do it to her face, if that's what her priority is, that's her life. That's how
Yeah,
I dare you to come at me for how I choose to spend my money.
100%. And she probably gets major discounts if she promotes these like spas or whatever they're called, cosmetic whatever. I don't.
Right.
That's how I don't go to these things. So I don't even know the jargon right now. But that's not to say if I didn't have access to it and I was on a reality show and I got stuff sent to me for free, or all I had to do is post to my story at this wellness place. Gotta go. Like I can't say I wouldn't do it.
Of
Well,
course.
I
Call
wouldn't.
us.
I
Call
probably,
us.
realistically, I probably wouldn't do too much to my face because I quite like my face sometimes. You know what I
Right.
would do if I had a ton of money? I would get hella facials. That's what I would do. I
That's
would
the thing.
invest in skincare, facials, things like that. I don't think that
That's,
I
I
would
think, the
get.
move.
I don't love my nose, but I wouldn't get a nose job. I don't think I would get
Don't.
Botox. Right
Don't.
now, at least, it's just not my thing. But kudos to you if you can afford it and you can do it.
Yeah. And shout out to Avery Singer. I just published this. I don't know if anybody saw this, but Avery Singer, as in Ramona Singer's daughter, that we saw is like a little 7, 8 year
Yeah.
old girl running around, is now a 30-year-old woman. Mind blown. But she's sharing her egg freezing journey on her TikTok. And I just like that she said, "Hey, I'm taking control of my life. And I don't want to be in an age where I have to rush through this journey. I'm just going to do it now. It's having an insurance policy."
Sure.
She's sharing everything. She seems to be really like community focused in it. And while I've maybe given Avery a hard time in the past, I really think that this is cool. I'm happy for her. I hope she gets what she wants, whatever that
Yeah.
looks like. And I really think she's sharing her journey from a very kind place. As somebody who just watched the videos, like I was like,
Yeah.
wow, if this was like she would be somebody I would follow through this if
Oh,
that was
good for
something that was
her.
going for,
Yeah.
through my life. So
I
shout
love
out to
that.
Avery.
Shout out
Proud
to
of her.
Avery.
Happy for her.
That's so exciting to take your life into your own hands, and how amazing that she's able to have
Right.
the rights to do those things with her body. And I think that's beautiful.
Right.
So shout out to Avery there. So, what are some other things of 2025 that you really liked?
Okay, so Imani and I were just talking about some of the shows that we really liked. We came across a lot of them that were the same.
Yeah, of
Obviously, Salt Lake
course.
City, we
Taste.
talk about that all the time. I think, as somebody who loves Only Murders in the Building, I love a whodunit. This was the best season of Only Murders in the last like 3 years. Like, this was like top tier Only Murders
So I'm
season.
not caught up on Only Murders, and to the point where I should probably just start over. I think I'm like 2 seasons behind, so I'm probably just gonna like start from
You
the beginning and
should.
just power through.
Right.
I love Selji, Selena, so and
Icon.
I love the dynamic of her with Martin Short and Steve Martin. Nope,
The
not Steve Martin.
best.
Is it Steve
Yeah,
Martin?
you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Steve Martin Short.
Yeah, I know that always trips me up. They're such a fun dynamic, the three of them,
I love
and
them.
I just think it's so cute. So,
Their friendship is everything.
and it seems like they're
Everything.
actually friends, like IRL, like
Right.
outside. And I just absolutely love when co-stars actually like each other because it's very rare.
Exactly. What was it? Well, we both watched All Her Fault.
Oh my gosh, you guys, that's if in this like warp between like New Year and Christmas, that's a really good show for you guys to binge if you've not. It's on Peacock. All Her Fault. It's would you say it's a whodunit or like
Oh,
what would you
absolutely.
thriller?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's thriller, psychological drama based in a whodunit. Yeah, it's fantastic. I don't know anybody who's it's taken more than 2 days to watch.
Oh yeah, and you're
Like,
not.
turn it on and you're not turning it
Yeah,
off.
it's a really good, in my opinion, night show. Do you guys have that where like there's certain shows you eat while you watch dinner, certain shows you watch during the day, at
Yep.
night, and that's an at night category for me, and it was really
Right.
good. In
Yeah,
that
no, loved
vein,
it.
the Hunting Wives was really good too. I want to say that's Netflix with Brittany Snow and Malin
Yes.
Ackerman. I really enjoyed that as well. That's
Look at me
another.
slipping on the gay content. I missed Hunting Wives and Heated
You really
Rivalry.
were slipping on the gay
Literally,
content, Ashley.
my gay card is going to be revoked, and that breaks my heart.
I loved The Hunting Wives. Oh my gosh. And I love Brittany Snow. My
I'm
goodness.
obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
She starred in so many of my favorite movies growing up. Ugh,
She
Queen.
has a role on Mad Men. She's only on like
Does
one season, and
she?
it's a small role, but she actually dates my boyfriend, Don Draper, aka John Hamm.
I love
She's like
that.
obviously a young hot thing, and he's an older guy, but that's
Still a young
the
hot thing.
dynamic. Right. That was the dynamic then, and that's the dynamic now.
I would say my favorite show of 2025 simply because I'm not saying it's like the best show, but like emotionally tethered to would be Dancing with the Stars. That consumed for Ashley as well, so much of my like pop culture fixation. It had the Mormon Wives tie-in. It had the Irwins bringing us joy in a time where we really, really needed it. Even if you didn't
Right.
agree with him being the best, I just appreciate what the Irwins did in a time where
Ugh.
we needed it. I loved that Ashley and I got to go to a live taping. Like that
Oh,
was probably
amazing.
one of my favorite memories, not just of this year, but of my life thus far.
Right.
It was just so magical, you guys, to be in that ballroom when it was like the biggest virality season yet. And it
Right.
was just so special. And so that would probably be my biggest taste of 2025 would be going to Dancing with the Stars and just the Dancing with the Stars culture this year.
Oh gosh, you know what? And I am so glad that Dancing with the Stars is back.
Me
I feel like
too.
Bachelorette, like, because I was in it in the beginning and then I kind of wove in and out.
Same.
It's easier to stay in and out with Dancing with the Stars because you can just go to the people you care about and watch their dances.
Exactly.
So I feel like I've always kept up with it. But the fact that I plan things around Dancing with the Stars,
Same.
that's the difference. That's the
That's the difference.
difference.
That's the difference. What would you say, super quick, was your biggest taste of 2025?
It's an old Bravo show that was on for 2 seasons. Only one was worth rewatching. It's called Sweet Home Oklahoma. And I stumbled upon it through a podcast that I watched. I read the book and I was like, oh my God, they had a Bravo show. Like, what? And it's like the most joyous fun. There's no drama. It's just short and
I
sweet little
love that.
episodes. And even though it wasn't new for 2025, it was new to me and it brought me so much joy. That was
I
my
love
biggest
that.
taste was Sweet Home Oklahoma on Bravo.
And actually, I lied. The biggest taste of 2025 was you guys starting our YouTube channel,
Fair.
you being here, and it has been such a joy. And we cannot wait to grow this bigger and better with you all by our side.